Hello, good evening. How are you all tonight? One minute, let me let Desi know. So, on live. Edit. Hi. There she is. Okay. Perfect. Perfect. Hello. Happy Wednesday night. I look tired. Yeah. So, it has been a busy day, and technically tomorrow my family are going on vacation, so it's just been busy, packing and everything. So if I look a little bit tired, that is why. Also, um, went to the restaurant tonight because our dog is being watched by family, and so we paid for their meal, like, and the kids were wild. Just like, I think because it's just been raining so much here, and they were just like running and circling and whew. Sorry. Yeah. A lot. So today has been fun, right? Fun? Can we say that or can we not say that? Hi, Eden. And I saw Heather pop in, so they're there. But welcome, welcome. Tonight is Definitely Readers Book Club. We are discussing a new book. So last week we finished and we read Mooncakes by Suzanne Walker. That is done. I uploaded it to YouTube. Tonight, Desi was showing it, is The Magic Thief and the Whisper Heath. I don't think there's a sign for that word, Heath. So I think Magic Thief is Olivia. They call her a thief. So the Whisper Heath, I think that might be the Queen in power, or the Whispering of the Magic. Maybe Alaris. The Alaris. Probably not saying that name right. The guard. Yeah, maybe. Um, offend, uh, offended? I don't know. Heath, uh, Heather said Heath maybe means hill, but we'll see. We'll see. Maybe at the end we'll have a sign for that word. Maybe not. But just a reminder, I'm Katie James. My short name is Carrie, my first name. I am hard of hearing. I will be simcomming and I'll be voice interpreting for Desi. Hello, welcome. Desi is deaf. Welcome. Desi is deaf and she is voice off. I said Desi No. Desi, De Desiree. Desi. Desi. I said Desi is deaf. I use that for my brain is tired. Anyway, Desi is deaf. And so she is only going to be signing no voice, and therefore I will be voicing for her. Heath, an open area. Um, she is looking at the comments. The main character. Oh, Heather. So an open area of uncultivated land with a characteristic vegetation of heather. Yeah, true. Um, okay, okay. Maybe it's talking about the area, like where she, yeah, the whispering area, because I want to say in chapter 8, it maybe lightly said something about how like the feeling with the open area and how it felt to Devaney. So do you want to catch people up to where we are, like what's happened so far or not? Like what do we want to do? There is a map on the cover of the book. Oh, that's true. So, hello. If you are new, welcome. So, we're reading this book. We read chapters 1 to 8 so far. There are 4, technically, but he died. Garrett. Oh, I'm talking, okay, yeah. So Olivia, her brother is older, Leo, who is hard of hearing. We need to discuss that because, yeah, we will. And then the last one is Devaney, or Dev for short, or Devani. She is Fae, and she's probably over 500 years old. We don't know is her exact age. So the story is about Dev wanting to escape from her world and go into the human world. And so she is searching and understand. So the human world has a lot of iron and like the smell, and she is allergic to iron as a fae. So Dev has suffered and accepted that she's going to have allergic reactions, goes into the world and meets Olivia and Leo, and they become best friends. So those two have no idea that she has magic. They don't know that she's Fae or anything like that. She is not allowed to let them know to any human. She has a few rules. I can't remember all of them. So don't stay the night. Why? The time is different. Do not use magic unless it's necessary. And there's some other rules too that they're very strict. So they're really good friends, but they have no idea. And then one night they're going out to a bar, and Olivia goes with Garrett, who is Leo's friend. And then Dev goes with Leo, and they leave together with each other. They've all been drinking. But that night it was terrible. It was just terrible. Yeah. So Olivia and Garrett are driving. She goes to take him home, but then Garrett says, I want to stop by and see my dad. And she goes, okay. Oh, and it's the cemetery. And then all of a sudden, this woman is just like yelling and like she's like blaming Garrett about you left me or something. She seemed a little bit crazy. I don't know this woman. I don't know this woman. Who is this? And they try to calm her down, but the situation just escalated. And she ended up killing Garrett. Oh, unaliving Garrett. And Olivia's like, what? You unalived him. He's my friend. Why did you do this? And then that situation got worse when the woman had a special crystal. I think it had magic in it. It seemed like a blade, maybe. And she made Olivia unalive her. And well, before that, she like before she unalived the woman, they like pushed it into her hand. So if you see on the book cover, you see the blue spot on the hand. Um, and then the guard comes to what happened and takes her away. And so the story is really about Dev and the human friends and what's the word? The English word. Uh, a horrible situation that has happened. But Dev is now going back and she has to save them. So Dev stayed the night. Like she stayed with Leo. So she broke her rule. There's a lot of comments. Hang on one second. Eden said there's a map in the front of the book. Yes, there's a map. I have a spring, fall, summer court, and Vapor cities. Vapor cities. I'm sure I'm saying it wrong. Heather's dog is not happy. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, so that side quest. Oops. Oh, Eden, good thought. She said, I wonder if Garrett and his dad look alike. Like, what if because the Fae woman was blaming him, like, what if the Fae woman was in love with Garrett's dad? That's a good theory. That's a good theory. So Eden said that would explain why she said you left and went away. That means maybe she's been searching for him, maybe. So so it's interesting. It's interesting because I really like the words like they called it like the iron realm. They said they were talking about like how she had to suffer because she had to learn how to get like through the like the pain of the iron, which is so it's like a person who is allergic to a dog and then getting a dog anyway and like taking medicine and just getting like used to the dog and being allergic. Um, I am curious because there's so much like time is very different. Like Eden had said, Deb missed 3 days, like when she stayed the night, right? So 12 hours one night, and it was 3 days in her world. And it could be more sometimes. Like maybe like one day could be a week, maybe. Um, so I am curious exactly like how old Deb may be because is she 500 or more in human years or Fae years? Because it would not be the same. Like, does she not age? Is that different? Like, did you see Eden's comment about, humans have iron in the blood? Like how can you wash that away? And I guess that is the reason why. So if you look at her hand, it's very, very, very white. So I wonder if like if she stays in the like Fey realm, like maybe she like loses that iron in her blood and her skin changes. Or is that Dev's no, because it has the blue. It has the blue spot, so it has to be Olivia's. So let's back up. So before we explain and discuss a little bit more about what exactly is happening, let's go over here. So Olivia, in the first page, whew, just really touched me. It was very somber. I really liked the beginning. Like I liked that part. I was like, oh, what happened? What happened? Um, it's like when you watch TV show and you're just like, what, what? That, oh, 4 months ago, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. And that's how it felt. So Olivia is hearing. Her brother Leo is hard of hearing. And I want to talk about Leo. So what do you think? So I commented in Discord about that because the first thing, it really didn't seem like he's a little bit hard of hearing. He has hearing aids, and then he started using sign, but not really, and they didn't continue with sign. And then you had his chapter where it's just talking about like how he became deaf and his hearing loss and how it's just getting worse. And he's more deaf now than before. And I was a little bit confused, honestly. I had the same thoughts. So, um, not all hard of hearing signs, some lip read. And then he signed, and I was like, okay, so does that mean his siblings is his second language, and they all use ASL? Like, also some of, or you're thinking the same as I am about the comment with his parents, and just like they're like, no, you can't learn ASL. So how did he learn? hmm Maybe himself, did he learn, or did he meet someone, a friend, and they knew sign? I don't know. So there's a few comments. So pause, hold the hard of hearing comment. Uh, yes, Heather, like anemia, you do get paler, like whiter, like when you have low iron. So maybe she's becoming more like the Fae. I don't know. And Eden, yes. Normally when I read like a dual or a trio like point of view, I there's the name at the beginning of the chapter so you know which chapter's point of view you're reading. Right now you're kind of having to like, okay, it's Leo, or okay, it's Olivia, or it's Dev. Like, it's a little bit of a struggle, yes. I prefer having the name at the beginning of the chapter of who is coming, like of who is talking, or point of view. That, yeah. You mentioned that the third person. Oh, in first person. So the chapters are they're set up in third person. So like they say, she, he, they, and that kind of descriptor. And then when you see their like thoughts or their inside voices, it always says I and my, and it just a little bit of I know that's how it works. That's how most people like write like inner thoughts, like when they're normally writing in third. But it was just, it took me a little bit. Oh, okay, now first person. Anyway, yes. So Eden is like half narrator and then some talking. Heather, that's a good, like, I don't think that I've seen Olivia called that yet. I could have missed it, but it says Olivia is called human born. So if she has some kind of transformation process that's happening, huh? So Leo, for his personality, it seemed a little bit joking and very positive. A lot of negativity has happened in his life and he is stuck there. And now he is finally going home, or Olivia went off and he is stuck at home with his parents, and they're taking him for the rent money and everything. And his mom is addicted to drugs, and she just stays in her room. His dad is always at work, so he has to take care of Olivia since she was born. So it's awful, and he has to stay, and it feels like, is it because he's hard of hearing? Oh, poor pitiful you. You can't go out in the world. You need to stay here. And then Olivia comes back home because she lost her job, and her boyfriend of 2 or 3 years, 1 minute, cheated on her. My son just showed up, so you can go ahead and talk about Olivia. Just give me 1 second. So yes, so Olivia's boyfriend cheated on her, and so they broke up, and so she left and came back home and is now here. But Leo is planning to leave and finally do something that he wants to do. Yes. Uh, the boyfriend abused, and he was using her. Yeah. Sorry. Yes. My one son wanted to say goodnight. Yes, I already commented about Olivia coming back home. Yes. I saw your comment about her boyfriend. You said they thought that he was a vampire. Oh, no. I think she means like a vampire. because she's just exhausted from him manipulating her and like sucking her soul. But it could be, it never says, like, if there's magic in the world, it never says that you can't have vampires. I don't know. I don't know. I just think it was very, 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 very interesting that that word was used. And then the next, like, instant or the next time, like, the next chapter was Dev talking about magic and all her rules. And I was like, oh, maybe. Because if there's no vampires, and then it would be odd choice of a word, but I understand that vampiric, meaning like that person is whew, just sucking all of my energy. I understand that. I I don't know. What do you guys think? Like, I'm curious your thoughts. Like, what are you thinking about that word, vampiric? Like, do you think maybe he could have been an actual vampire, or is it just the word was used for pretty? I don't know. So she comes back home and she's stuck. She's broke. She doesn't have anything anymore. So, um, and then Leo wants to leave internship. hmm for art. Yeah, for art. So she said, "Go, go. You need to experience life. Go." So that was the plan. He was going to leave, but that night happened. Well, I haven't read after that, so I have no idea what happens with Leo, because if the story is about Dev and Olivia, if they're both in the Fae world, I'm assuming that Leo is not there. Does Dev go back and see him? I don't know. Um, Leo. Oh, okay, okay. Leo is in his world and he's looking for, like, where's my sister? Like, what's going on? Oh, Heather said, hmm. I guess Heather knows what happens next. Ooh. Uh, she also said that Olivia is just a magic, like, magnet. Like, she just, like he comes in like people who have magic, maybe. So they call her a thief. When she was taken by Alaris, so he has long black hair, and they go to the Fey world, to who the queen Seraphine. Seraphine. Who's Queen Seraphine? I don't know. That part, it I mean, I immediately wanted to say, no, stop. Like, come on, use your brain. Like, everyone knows. You don't tell people your full name. Like, if you're like with like Faye or some magic, you don't tell them your name. Like, yeah. So they go, she meets Lyris. That chapter, whew, the descriptions of how she goes into the court and the smell is just very different and it's very distorted. Where is everything? Like, what's her body? What is grabbing me? Who are these people? And like the description about the animals coming up to her and their smell and the pus or the worm, I think, right? Ugh. Desi actually sent me like a Marco Polo. She said chapter 7. Ugh. And I said, oh, good, thank you. It's a very well like description and made me really see it. And I was like, oh, ow, ew, ugh. So she meets the queen, and she already is blamed immediately. Like, you're a thief, you killed in our world, and Olivia just sits there going, huh? Like very timid, very like a mouse, sitting back. She doesn't say anything. Someone commented and said maybe the queen has magic and is manipulating her, wanting her to please to keep her from speaking. I think so. Yes, Eden just said something. She's controlling her with magic, yes. Why not speak up? Because the queen is controlling her. Like, she also said that she was just fascinated with the queen and wanted to just please her and be with her. So that is what happens with like the Fae. You get fascinated and you want to please and you want to do what they want. And so when she's talking, like she just like she doesn't hear anything about what she's actually saying, and she's just like, yeah, that. And then she gave her, because it took her a minute to give him the name, and she gave her all three. Heather said that. Yes, all three. Not just like one or two names, like first and last name, but even the middle name. Oh, she's ruined, yeah. Um, now that she gave her name, the queen said, "Now I can control you forever." And she said, "Eat this," and it was just moldy, rotten, and she was forced to eat it. Ugh. Yeah. After that, she had a bath too. It was hot water, and it was a creepy woman that came up, and she gave her a bath, and it was just hot waters. So they're commenting about who, so like Dev is the princess of summer. The woman who was killed, who was unalived, was the princess of spring, and then the queen of autumn. So the winter, who have we met the winter one yet? Oh, that's good. Sorry. Did you see Heather's comment? It's very far. Right now, where is Olivia? She is right here. Olivia is there. And so you can see later, maybe she'll travel to the other places. I don't know. Um, did you see Heather's comment? Of course, you reminded me of that scene when I'm eating. Sorry. You know, do you put salt on your watermelon? It tastes it so tasty. I do that. So Princess Amberley, that was the crazy woman. So Amberley is I need to reread that part, but I think the Queen and Amberley were together, were mother and daughter or sisters. I can't remember. Um, I got a new like fidget toy. Play with it all the time. You've never tried it with salt? Um, I don't remember not eating it with salt, so Eden, I love it. It's my kids immediately said, "Where's mine?" So I ordered them one too because they wanted to take mine. I don't have a fidget toy, but it sits at my work desk. I'm at my work desk tonight because I couldn't get the like stand to work where I needed it to, so I'm sitting at my work desk tonight and it's sitting here and I'm like, oh, clicky clicky good, yeah. So sorry if you hear it. What do you think so far of what we've read? What are you thinking will happen next? So it is very or pretty short chapters, and it seems like an easy read. Yeah. Um, I am curious about Leo. I want to know more of Leo. Now I remember the author Effie had talked about Leo is not in this book as much, but she's writing his book now. I was hoping to see more of him in here, not just leave him on Earth or in that world, the human world. Maybe will show up. I don't know. Maybe Dev will go back and make sure he's okay. And then someone has to give an explanation of what happened with Garrett and Olivia because both technically both are missing, right? Well, one is missing, one is unalived. And she broke her rules not to fall in love. Uh, she already slept with Leo. So that was interesting because it never said that she couldn't sleep with Leo, right? She has a partnership with not to kid. Okay. No, no. It says can't fall in love. It doesn't say you can't sleep. That's different things. Um, yes, she said heartbreak is fatal. And Dev does have a partner, Tav. It said that you remember, so she in the Fae world, she has a person, and he knows he's okay. Go ahead, go have pleasure. Yeah. Oh, Tav is a woman. That's cool. With her joy seeking. I hadn't seen that. Eden. I want to know Dev's reaction to, um, because it does, I think you wrote something about maybe is Dev trying to start like not really like a like protest, a rebellion. Yeah, rebellion. I was getting there. I was trying to remember what I was trying to say. Go ahead. I missed what you said. You said Dev was trying, yeah, rebellion. Yeah, and you're giving me that word. Because is that what she's planning? Is she trying to unalive the Queen Seraphine and maybe having Olivia there can help her? Or, okay, so here's my thoughts. My thought. So Dab is secretly planning to try to overthrow the queen because the queen is pretty much fucking awful. And she's trying to plan a rebellion, but at the same time, she goes into the human world because she has people there, and she sees Dev. What are you doing? Oh, and she's spying on her, so I will get that human. Oh, and take that human from you. So it starts a war. So it is interesting because that whatever is in Olivia's hand, that blade thing, I don't know, crystal, whatever. The woman said we should have never taken that, right? So from who? Where did that come from? Is it taking the magic? Depends on, does that belong to the queen or does that belong with someone else? I don't know. That's the big questions. Hang on, there's a lot of comments. Eden said that Dev has been recruiting for years. Yes. So each court has their own kings and queens. Devaney, her mother is a queen too, but it's not Seraphine. No. Someone, it's a different person. So Deb is the oldest sister. We don't know her older sister's name yet. Could that be the Queen of Summer? Maybe. She did say her sister is not, they're not close. Yeah, Devaney is the youngest. Yeah, she's the youngest. Yeah. Um, so I think what will happen is Dev will find Olivia is there, but not know who it is until way later, maybe. And Olivia, uh, it's has trauma, and she'll become more Fae-like because I really think, or I don't know, more disc disconnected, dis disassociated. What do you mean by disassociated with herself? Like, because she doesn't know what's going on. She is very naive. what she is going into in this world. But so do you mean that she's having to learn how to be like human again, like human again? Okay. So I think the queen will brainwash her. You are serving me now forever. That is what you're gonna do. Um, and then her magic and her power is strong, and so she is going to. How is she gonna break it? Yeah, because she's oppressing her. So that. But the queen does know that Olivia has that magic in her hand because she calls her a thief, right? And so maybe that magic in here, that whatever that is, can help break the, not like obsession, not obsession, not that, but like break the, like the spell, the hold. Yeah. So Heather said she adores. She's already halfway through the book. Yeah, of course. Um, oh, okay, okay. So Effie has already answered some of these questions in the book. Oh, just hold. Um, before I forget, if you have any questions, I know that we had talked with Effie before and she was willing to do an interview. So we will plan to do one. I or Desi will be emailing her this week or early next week to try to find a time at the end of July. Because we should be done with the book. And speaking of interviews, we did finally discuss with AC Toy and Jasee. And so we're going to do at the end of this month, the 30th or to June 3rd, June 30th or July to July 2nd, and we'll find a day. So she hasn't answered yet what day, but it's going to be 30th, 1st, or 2nd. Yeah. Okay. So break the compulsion. Yes, that was a good word. I was trying to think, I was like, spell, but not really. It's not really a spell, but kind of. Um, maybe it's gonna grow down her arms. Maybe. I don't know. So Eden had a comment that said, "Are only like royal or like I don't know, like top fae, beautiful, perfect looking." I don't know. I know that Dev said that she can't get like scars because her mom has like no. Um maybe. And so she's obsessed with Olivia's scar on her lip. And also, I think she's a little bit obsessed with Leo's like hearing loss and having to use hearing aids. Heather answered what I was gonna say. There's some different like species of fae and like uh, creatures. Those are who look gross, um, and creepy. Yes, yes, creepy. Yeah. That's really cool. Like I'm curious if she has any art of like the really ugly ones, just to see what she was thinking about. Oh, ugly, ugly. Yeah. Ugh. So what if that all of the creatures and the ugly are the same under, they're also under compulsion. So they already knew Olivia was a new person and a new human. What if they like before they were human and they've become that kind of like monster after living there in the world that they don't like the punishment of all of them. That is an interesting like, huh, thwimp. Is that how you say that? The description, yeah, was very visual. So when I read about that creepy woman, I've seen her like creepy ghost from the Christmas story, like when it's just moving towards her, smiling. Hi, you come here. With like the mouth and the teeth and the grin and no thanks. Yeah, very visual. Okay, so speaking of the word visual, some of you said that you saw the word virtual. Oh, I said that. I thought I saw the word uh virtual. He was using a virtual language, and I was like, why not visual? Um, and I'm on Kindle. Hang on. 28. Did you it's on Kindle. Um you said 28? What chapter? What chapter? 8? 4. Okay. I highlighted it right above leaf. I found it. That was when Leo said, "Please promise to protect my sister till till death." And he's signing. And then Garrett continued to use the visual language so Leo could be involved of the conversation. can't find it. I thought I highlighted it. Was it in chapter 4? Because now I'm seeing visual, but I promise last night I read virtual. I don't know. I will, if I find it, I will like screenshot to show you guys. So, so that's why it's blue. I told you that at the beginning of the meeting tonight. I said that's why it's blue on the book. I didn't see that. Yeah. So it has a black ribbon running through it. Well, traditionally, black normally means death or like you're paying like respects like or honor to a person who has passed away. I don't know. Ooh, Heather, yes. The ribbon and string can be used for magic. So I have one question. I was reading Heather's comment. True. Okay, so question. I forgot to type this up on Discord, but in at the end of chapter 8, when Dev goes into the forest and with a mushroom ring, that's how she goes in. It's like a portal. If she says that if a human goes into it, they will become crazy and they will just dance till death. So only Faye can go into the ring. Okay, so two questions. The first, if Alaris brought Olivia, will go through the mushroom. So I think it's only if they are alone. So if a human goes into like the ring alone by themselves, they stay and they go crazy. But if a fae person brings them, they're fine. Maybe. That could be why she's very like, what's going on? Because her body is not used to that world. Maybe she's allergic to that world. The second question. So when they go into the world, where is and she meets, I think it's Tav. No, Nitty. Nitty. The other person that knows her secret of where she's going in and out. So that she trusts Nitty. Want to let you know what happened, and you've missed a lot, and it says, 1 minute. The full core. So they comment about Emberly's death, and Dev knew that Emberly and the Queen of Spring were soulmates. They were both together, mother and daughter. She said, how long ago? So she said 3 nights ago. And then Deb asked, that punishment that exiled Jado, why didn't you discuss it with her? Who is exiled? Jado. I don't know how you say that word. That's my question. Jado. Maybe we'll find out in the next chapter. So that person witnessed and saw the human brought to punish, brought to be punished in the place. So that person is exiled. Could it be Alaris? No, Alaris is the queen's knight. Okay. Shadow. Okay. It's on the map too. Eden, I forgot, she does have the magic from the crystal. So that's true. Yeah. Oh, so Autumn is here. And they go there. So she goes all the way up here for Olivia. Jado. I don't know. I'm a little bit confused with where everything is on the map. It's just a lot. So we have the main character, but we have some additions, and I'm just trying to keep them straight. I I know she has a lot of rules, so she has a lot of rules, and the rules are really strict, and maybe it's to keep her safe because it is illegal. So far, I do like some quotes in this book. For example, 1 minute. Let's see. So the quote, I have a few. I know I'm capable of so much, but people view my silence as violence instead of vibrance. I feel like that sometimes when people um, meet and they go, "Oh, you're deaf," and they avoid us instead of going, "Oh, that's cool. Let's talk about it." So that's a very interesting quote. I'm curious how she thought of that quote. Did she have a deaf sensitivity reader, made a comment about it, or heard anything about it? Hey, you could add that to the list of questions. That's a good one. Oh, bye, Eden. Good night. They treated him like a work in progress, and it's like their burden to fix. That one, I had that one, yeah. Also, it said that the creepy woman who was speaking to Olivia with Garrett said that the crystal bonds and blinds. What does it blind her to? The queen, the magic, and the manipulation and like control of the queen. Did you see Heather's comment about Dev being a princess and not supposed to be going, like, escaping and that? Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember she got sensitivity readers because she had joined a live here and we were discussing having sensitivity readers. Yes, that's not right. So she did get sensitivity readers after yeah, she goes, oh, we hate. Oh, like when it was like not differentiated, like you had like normal words for the signs and instead of like italics or something. Yeah. So quotes seem very relatable. In some parts, like Leo's explanation about his migraines, about his hearing loss and losing more, and then I'm deaf, but I have headaches, and it's a good explanation of what he is going through and suffering. Yeah. I really like the explanation before that said, ASL is not English, but she translated the ASL into English to make it basically readable. I liked that part. And also, she did warn there is trigger warning, so I don't know if anyone has looked at the trigger warnings yet. Sorry. Uh-huh. I can't stop. That's fine. So I think I don't know if we have anything to add. Did we want to see if we wanted to read more than I think it was supposed to go to chapter 16 or 15? Do we want to read more than that? 17. Do we want more? Do we want to do 9 to 26? I don't care. I can read whatever. People, you guys decide. We can vote in Discord if need be. Yeah, I miss the trigger warnings too, but that's fine. It has spice, I guess. Heather said, I missed some trigger warnings and I didn't expect it to have spice. Okay, well, we can vote in Discord and let people decide on that. Yeah, I think people are tired today. I know I'm a little bit tired. We can vote in Discord, that's fine. Nice. Not nice. Nice. Okay. Okay. Well, I guess we'll see what happens next. Um, the trauma of spice. Oh. So I don't think we have anything else that we need to really discuss with anything right now. I am curious about what will happen next. Not traumatic spice, good spice. Good. We'll see. Um, yeah. Okay. So I guess that's it for tonight. And we've already discussed 1 to 8, so we'll have to see what happens after that. When we'll vote in Discord if we want to double the chapters, and we'll leave it up to them. They're short and easy, so I guess we'll see. Okay. One more thing. Heather, AC Toy has an indie author Discord that's looking for beta readers, ARC readers, and she did mention some of the books have women and women relationships. So I just want to let you know if you're interested. That Discord server has really just like a lot. But it's an awesome Discord. It has like it's for indie authors and it's for maybe helping you find like an editor or an artist. Like all of that information. If you have like if you're ready for ARC readers, like helping you find some readers. So it's really cool. I will check it out later. Artist. Oh, I went in like 2 months, a month ago, and I've been watching. I've not been like really like involved yet because I need to do some things before I really get involved. There's a lot there. I actually missed some comments and I need to go back because I wanted that information. Lurking. Lurking. Yeah. Okay. I think that's it for tonight. I need to go to sleep. We're driving early in the morning. We are leaving at 4 in the morning. So I have to wake up at 3:30. Yeah. Ugh. I have to get up at 6 because my daughter is still in summer school at a camp until Friday, the last day. I'm surprised that they have it tomorrow since it's Juneteenth. Okay. They have it tomorrow and Friday, and that's it. So it was 3 weeks, and then she is done. I'm gonna go get to sleep early. I'm gonna get to sleep in next week, and poof. Very nice. Okay. Yeah. Okay, thank you. And everyone have a good night. Happy reading. Well, yeah. Yes, I'll be back on Tuesday. Short. If you can't do a live on Wednesday, just let me know. No, we'll be back. We'll be fine. Okay.